Welcome to episode 5 of the Launch Control Mastery series. This is an important one. Today, we're going to walk you through how to craft effective text messages to generate off-market deals within Launch Control. We'll cover merge fields, we'll walk you through the different text spinners that you need to be aware of, and we'll walk you through the best practices that we've learned from using the platform. If you guys want to support this free series, you guys can use our Launch Control link down below. Let's dive in. All right, guys, this is a very big episode. I'm going to walk you through how to craft text messages that actually get the right kind of responses. You could argue that none of this will work if you're sending the wrong messages. Despite what some people might think, there is a high level of skill when it comes to crafting good messages. How do you get someone's attention? How do you hold a conversation with them? How do you send follow-ups that resonate? How do you build rapport? How do you build trust through a medium like text messaging, which is a very low trust medium? When we compare this to something like direct mail, there's inherently a lot more trust instilled to a piece of direct mail than there ever is going to be within a text message. So it's important that you know how to craft a message that works. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our template section and we're going to make a new template together. We're going to go over to the right hand side and click create new. Now we'll name this template test. Now, let me walk you through some of the guiding principles before we start writing this out together on effective text templates. 1, we need to keep this text message under 160 characters. 2, there's certain language that we have to avoid within these messages. Things like offer, things like buy, things like sell. These are negative keywords that you absolutely do not want to be using. 3, we need to make sure that we're using merge fields to make these text messages personal. 4, we need to use curiosity and context. Curiosity to prompt a response, and context so the owner knows what property we're talking about and the fact that we've actually done our homework. 5, you need to make sure that you're including opt-out language. This is paramount. Your messages must have reply stop to opt out or something along those lines. So let's give this a go. Now, once we're inside of here, you're going to see this over here. We got to get these all checked off in green. So they got minimum of 8 characters, 2 text spinners. I'll explain that here in a second, et cetera, et cetera. Now over here, they have this option. This is this beta AI to generate a template. Frankly, I've never used this before. Now, you can take a different approach here, direct purchase, trusted advisor, land buyer, etc. Now, if we click on this and we say land buyer and we generate template, let's see what happens. So let's see what it's come up with, and then we're going to compare and contrast what we're going to come up with. It says, have you had an easy, simple, smooth experience managing your land in Property County? We're here to help with accurate evaluation, insights on restrictions, affordable, budget-friendly, cost-effective, value-boosting tips, and sale alternatives. Reach out, respond, reply anytime, company name. Yikes. I don't love that. Now, could you send this? Sure. Can we write something better? Absolutely. There's a lot of problems with this message. 1, it's not really relevant. Have you had an easy experience managing your land? That's just strange to me. That wouldn't be relevant to me. The answer is probably, I don't know. Yes, maybe, no. It's a weird thing to ask. It's like asking, have you enjoyed watching the grass grow on your land? Someone's like, I haven't really thought about it. The second big no-no on this is it's not personal. I would rather say, hey, Bob, have you had an easy experience managing your land? If I got a text message like this, I would say that this is a canned response. The person hasn't done their homework. They don't know who I am, and they're not addressing me. The sweetest word in the English language is always going to be your own name. So be personal in our touch. Now, you're going to see here these variations. These are called text spinners. We'll talk about that here. These things in blue, these are going to be merge fields. Now, let's write our own. Let's try something like this. You could go, hey, or you could do, hey-o. You could do howdy. I like things that are a bit of a pattern interrupt, a bit different than what you might expect from a typical text message. I don't like taking a super corporate or stiff, weird approach. Dear esteemed colleague, that stuff doesn't work. Just talk to them like a normal person. So let's just say, hey, we're going to add a merge field, first name, comma. This is merge field, alias name, Bobby Smith, whatever your name is, period. I was looking at, can't use looking. I was viewing your lot on text spinner, merge field, could do property city, property county. Let's do property county. We'll change this to in. Say, are you still the owner? Now, owner is a negative keyword. So maybe we'd have to do something like this. do you currently have plans for the parcel? There we go. Great. Now, this is simple. It's not verbose, which I like. I like just a simple, truncated, small message. I don't want to make people have to read a paragraph. It's personal. We're ending with a question, so it kind of warrants a response. It's relevant. Do you have plans is a lot more relevant than what the AI came up with. And of course, there's some personalization because we're referencing the property county. You could go even deeper with that if you wanted to. The size of the property, county, state, that doesn't hurt by any means. I think the more personal detail you can add in, the better. Now, it mentioned that we have to have 2 text spinners in here. So we could go over here and we could add a text spinner to this. So one of them is parcel. Next one could be plot. Next one could be land. So parcel, plot, land, right? You're just going to create variations, different ways to say the same thing. Plans. Let's add a text spinner. Plans, goals, a vision. It's kind of a weird one. Do you currently have plans, goals, or a vision for the parcel? Sure, that works. And then we must sign off with a company name. So you'll add that in there. There's your company name. And that's a decent text template, in my opinion. Something like this is going to pass the carrier filters. It's going to meet launch controls requirements. It's going to have a high reply rate because it's simple and it's ending with a question. If I tripled the size of this, more than likely it's actually going to hurt your reply rate. It's too verbose. You have to think about it from the seller's perspective. They're investing time to read this. So make the investment smaller, and more than likely it's going to be a better use of their time. If they read 3 paragraphs and they're like, I don't know, this is not relevant, you just wasted their time. And lastly, something like this is going to lead to a natural reply. It's going to be, yes, I do have plans. No, I don't have plans. Or who is this? And ultimately, that's all you're trying to do. Get the right person to raise their hand and reply. Now you're going to click next here, and we're going to have to make multiple variations. So you're going to go through this process. You're going to make 4 variations, and then you're going to make an alternative message. Now you can see for this message here, if we click on variations, there's 9 variations for this. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Now I won't go through and make all these variations with you here, but you get the gist. Now you very well might want different templates for different property types, different price points, different markets. I think the more custom and the more bespoke you can get with these messages, the better your results are going to be. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this installment. If you have, give this video a thumbs up. If you're ready to kick off your launch control account, you can use the link down below to get started. And I'll see you guys in the next installment. Talk soon. You're serious about flipping land for predictable profit, and you want to plug into the exact system our students are using to close their first deal or their next 10 deals, then tap the video right here. It's a free 15-minute strategy call where we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the exact LIA system that our students are using right now. We'll show you the entire process A to Z, how you can start landing deals in the next 90 days or less. Slots tend to fill up fast. Grab your spot now. And I look forward to showing you the exact LIA land flipping playbook that I've been using for the last 6 years and that nearly 500 other LIA members have used today. Click it and I'll see you inside.